It's groundbreaking! Hello, YouTube. It is Thursday, August 17th, and it is time to play some more Minecraft. I have been in a huge Minecraft mood lately. It comes and goes in spurts. So I started playing Minecraft on the Xbox 360. I've said this before, that I had never heard of Minecraft prior to its debut on the 360, which was the first console version of the game. Because it was only available on the 360 until like a year or so later when it became available on the PS3, and then the next generation version came out like a year and a half ago for the PS4 and Xbox One, and it also came out on the Wii U. Yes, Wii U, only the Wii U, and it's been out on the Vita. It's been out on the pretty much every major console except for the 3DS. It's on the Switch now, even. This game has it's so simplistic, but it's not. It's what you make it. I've always been a fan of like building games, like games where you build stuff, whether it be building cities like SimCity. Like I loved SimCity. I played a ton. I played the original SimCity on the SNES. Don't remember if I played it on the PC or not. I played more. The most I played of was SimCity 2 and SimCity 3000, which I played both of them on the PC. And I played other similar like building type games. Like I played City Skylines. I played. I guess you can kind of say Age of Empires and like StarCraft are kind of, they have building aspects because you're building a base, but you're also managing armies. And so I'm a fan of building simulators and real-time strategies. And Minecraft was a more, when I read about Minecraft, it seemed unique. Like I had never seen something like this before. I'm sure it probably has existed in some form or another, and it's not as unique of an idea as some people make you think it is. But the minute it came out on the 360, I heard all about it, and I'm like, so I went and looked at a couple videos on it, and I'm like, wow, this really looks neat. So I bought it, and it's just been uphill since then. It's been probably one of my favorite games in the last 5 or 10 years. I own it practically on. I own practically every edition of it. I own the PC version. I own the Xbox 360 version, the PS3 version, the Vita version, which you technically got when you bought the PS3 version. You got one for the Vita as well, because it was cross-buy. And I bought the PS4 version when it came out, which of course we're playing on now. I've done a fair amount on PC. I would say probably no more than like 20 hours. But on console, both PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Vita, and Xbox 360 and Switch, I have probably logged hundreds, probably close to maybe even over 1,000 hours in this game. And I still don't know everything about it. So you probably will see in my videos that I am not a Minecraft expert. My friends like to think I am. They like to think that I'm just constantly reading the wiki, the Minecraft wiki, and learning everything and anything and everything. I do watch a lot of videos on Minecraft. I do like it's one of my favorite Let's Plays. Like some of the YouTubers I watch or that I have watched in the past, I got onto because of watching Minecraft Let's Plays. Like Tom Syndicate, the one of the biggest YouTubers out there. I found him from his Minecraft Let's Plays, which he hasn't done in a long time. Hey Tom, I know you've talked about it. I would love it if you went back to playing Minecraft, man. My Night was one of my favorite series, especially season 1. Season 2 it got kind of because they added a lot more mods, and it didn't seem like it was just them fooling around building things, venturing out to like, because they got the Fire UK guys to come in and build a bunch of neat things. Like they built a huge castle. They had a little storyline around everything. That there was the god Mayanite, and then there was his sister was also a goddess, and it was pretty fun. But then they kind of stopped after season 2. They stopped. Some of the people in the some of the YouTubers that were doing it with him kind of went on and moved to other things. And I can understand you can't play Minecraft forever. Especially when you're a YouTuber and you're doing it full time. Sorry, you take a drink. When you're doing it full time, you have to have variety in your games. Now, Tom has obviously moved on to streaming on Twitch more than really posting to YouTube. He still does post to his YouTube channel, his Syndicate Project channel, but he posts more. He posts daily to his vlog channel, and he seems to be okay with that. I mean, he's still making probably more money than I could probably conceive ever making myself in a year, and he's enjoying his life. I mean, can't fault the man for that. But I watched other YouTubers. Like I've gone in and out of watching Kurt J. Mack and the Farlands or Bus. I mean, it's actually you'd think watching a guy just walking in reasonably one direction, and no other people are in the game with him. He's just walking in one direction, and he talks for like a half an hour each episode. And he's done it for 600 episodes. But he makes it interesting enough that he talks about his life, he talks about his problems. He's got some of the same issues I have. He's got he's got anxiety issues, depression, things that I've encountered myself. So I relate to him. So that's kind of why I watch his videos, and I'm glad he's gotten back to that. And he's still continuing his what I almost feel like is a never-ending trip to the Farlands. He's a quarter of the way there, based on his XYZ coordinates. So what is this all coming to? You're asking me. Why am I explaining all this? Well, I wanted to kind of go through my Minecraft history in this stream. While doing so, I'm going to check out some of my older worlds. Like you've seen Trophy City, which is the world that I have gone through for the most part in this stream. I have other worlds. This one's a recently new one that I've just kind of playing around with. It's a flat world where I'm making it where I'm trying to make it where I can like just go around and kill mobs as I want. Sometimes I just don't even bother naming the world and I leave it as the default new world. But my very first world is this one right here called Melzie's World. This is my first PS4 world. Now, unfortunately, I could still access my 360 worlds because I've put everything up in the cloud. So until I either get an Xbox One or until I figure out a easy way to convert 360 to PS4, that's something I could possibly do. Because technically you can convert 360 to PS3 and then upload PS3 saves to the PS4. That would be a lot of work though. But that is something I'm willing to try. And not all my experience in Minecraft on the console has been just in my worlds. I've played a lot in my friends' worlds, and unfortunately those worlds are gone. One of my friends' worlds we built, one of the early ones we built a Coliseum, which it was entirely in survival. There was no creative mode. I think when we started it, creative mode was not yet in the game. So we built a huge, like, Greek type Colosseum in the world. And I'm just now noticing this typo. I just now was like, oh, there's a typo. And I'll try to, explain what I was going for in these worlds, like what my purpose was like, this world obviously was my world for earning trophies, and it's probably the one I've spent the most time in on the PS4 version. But there's, like, another one that I've spent probably about as much time in, which is called, it's supposed to be called Gas City Bitch. It's supposed to be like, but I mistyped the first Gast. It's Gas City Bitch. And then there's Melzeville 3.0, which was supposed to be, I grew tired of this world, and I went into this one. And one day I decided to just create a new world, and I was in a Star Wars mood, so I called it Jakku. I only spent like a couple hours in this world. Rivendell. Not sure what this one is. This might have been the one that I got the idea to try to visit the entire map, or visit the entire world, every map chunk, etc., so that I could fill in an entire, add all the maps up together and fill in an entire one giant map. And I think I did it. Don't remember if I did it or not. Canvas. This might be a creative mode world. But there's also creative, which is a creative mode world. But we'll start with Melzie's world, which is my first one. I'm still believe it's my first one. I think it was my first one in PS4. I actually started this one in the PS3, and then moved it to the PS4 using the update. So yeah. So it's a survival world. We're going to keep it on peaceful, just because I don't feel like dealing with mobs. And here we go. Here's my house. One of the first things I wanted to do when I started this world was build a house with red brick. But what did I do? I built it inside of a side of a mountain, where you really can't even see the red brick unless you're inside the house. So I didn't really think that through. But it's a pretty nice area. It's not Spawn. I think Spawn is a little bit that away. I liked the snow biome, so that's why I wanted to build here. It's right next to a jungle biome, which I was saying last time that we could probably load up this world if I find a ocelot. Do I have fish on me? I don't think I've fished in this world, so I probably don't have any fish. But what would be great is if I could find an ocelot and get that trophy. I know there has been an ocelot in this world, because when I first started up and I first started building my house, over in this area, an ocelot hung out for the longest time. And it was good because it kept creepers away. But he left. As you can see, there's a creeper hole that I haven't filled in. So it would be pretty nice to be able to find an ocelot again. I might have to make a fishing rod and do a little fishing, unless I've got one. It's been so long since I've been in this world. No fish in there. Nope. Here's my farm. I originally wanted it to be enclosed, but then I realized, oh yeah, you need light for farms, and this was before I had come up with the idea that's in my current Trophy City world, where you can put glowstone blocks in the glowstone blocks in the wall, hook them up to redstone, keep that in an enclosed space. So each of these chests is for their respective farm item. Really should have a lot more potatoes than I do. I didn't realize at the time how much health or how much hunger potatoes give you. I did start trying to do an enchantment table, ran out of stuff for books, and probably haven't finished that up. All my chests, my unopened nether portal, my stove system, furnace system, I should say. I was like, who opened my door? I don't have any ways to open the doors on the outside. So like, who opened my door? And then this leads down to my, ouch. This leads down to my mine. It's pretty, pretty boring down in here. We'll come down here just to make it to the bottom. Go all the way to bedrock level. I didn't always go to bedrock level, because you see this. Kind of wish this game would keep track of how long you spend in a world, so that you could actually look and see. It used to be able to, on the 360 at least, you used to be able to figure out how long you played a particular game by it would track your status events. Because in the 360, whenever you started a game or stopped playing a game, it logged all that stuff. And there were some sites you could go on, and they would add the time between the status events of when you started playing the game, stopped playing the game, yada yada yada, and you could figure out how long you played a game. It was especially helpful when I played Borderlands 2 on the 360. I could track how long I spent in the game. Then the game actually had that feature already in it, but I could look up other games too. Except Microsoft doesn't, or Sony has never put that kind of tracking for PlayStation, because most of the time now developers choose to put it in the games themselves. So yeah, I'm not sure why I'm going this way, but we'll head back here in a few moments. Maybe get to the one. This might be the side. Yeah, get to the end of the world where I can't mine anymore, because I've reached the edge of the map. And this is a small map anyway, so it doesn't surprise me that I've hit the edge of the map. And I did dig all the way down till I hit lava on the other side of this. This long hallway. I bet you there's lava up there. Let's find out. Nope. Oh yeah, there's a whole path right above me. I forgot about that. I was just there. We'll go back up and we'll go check out the rest of the house. I don't really do anything fancy with my houses. Like fancy stuff, if I do anything fancy, I do it all inside. I don't design the houses to look pretty. I just design them to be somewhat functional. And of course, this is just my beginning house for my first world in this version of Minecraft. I've had fancier houses in other people's worlds and worlds on the 360. The house that I have in one of my friends' worlds is a multi-level house where I have one room that's a farm, one room that's storage, like a storage basement, one room that kind of is like a that I kind of intended to be like an entertainment room where I could build like a fake TV. Yeah. So this world must have a village, or I found that emerald mining. One of those two. So of course you got all this fancy stuff. They're a bit better organized than I am in some other worlds. Got a chest for redstone, chest for wooden items, and bone for some reason. Wool. These ones, so that's cobble. I would assume that one probably would be just stone. You got food. Go up another level. And these ones are not quite labeled, but this is where I got wood, I got gold, I got iron, I got dirt. And then what little diamond I have is probably in the chest that's in where my bed is, which is the original part of my house, the very first part of my house that I built. These are expansions, so this section and this section, as you can see, because they're not made out of brick, they're expansions. This is a entrance into where all my animals are, so I can come in here and grab eggs, grab wool, kill pigs and cows, grab milk if I needed it. They're kind of obnoxious though. But it's and then whatever I gather can just pop right in here. Rotten flesh. And I don't know why that. I don't know why I put a door there. Oops. It's not like the animals are gonna get out or anything. And then yeah, I showed you my farm. That's pretty much it for this world. You know, I spent many hours here. Didn't really do much, but yeah, I'm very simple when it comes to Minecraft. I don't really need to build elaborate things. I build a functional house that gives me everything I need, and then I go exploring, looking for mobs. Well, you know, when this is not on peaceful. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next world. And I figure we'll just go down the list. We'll skip over Trophy City because we've been in there. Myrtle World, we'll skip into. There's nothing special about Myrtle World. It's just a flat world with a building where I spawn, when I go into creative mode, I can put like weapons and stuff, and then when I just want to go kill mobs. This one, that's a creative mode. Oh yeah, that's why it's called New World. I got the idea to build a roller coaster in Minecraft, and that's kind of where I was working on it. It's only been worked on for like an hour or so. Gas City Beach. This is the world I started before the Trophy City. Now it's been loaded in creative mode at least once. But I would say this is probably one I've spent the most time in other than Trophy City. Got a see here, I got a dedicated enchanting table. I've got plenty of chests, which for the most part don't use these chests anymore because everything's all downstairs. I've got carpet. And then down here I got, this is my sub-basement. Or actually, I would say this is my main floor, because it's the one that actually meets the ground. And this is where everything comes down through hoppers. Up there, comes into these chests. Again, I don't really sort my chests very well because I'm lazy. And here's my wall of wheat, where I got so much, or I had, at some point I had so much wheat that I didn't want to leave it in chests, so I just decided to make it into wheat bales. There's a little water thing back here. It leads down to the basement, which we'll just take it down. And this is my attempt to build a room for mobs to spawn, so I could mob farm, and it hasn't really worked too well. I don't know why. I kind of feel like it should be dark enough in here, which is why this was on hard before I changed it to peaceful. I feel like it should be dark enough in here that mobs should spawn, but I think they've changed the mob generation rules in the game since the last time I started playing this heavily. So there are a bit more complications that you need to have work. So I need to research it a little bit more, figure out how I can make mobs spawn naturally more often in here. So if I want to get stuff like skeleton bones or rotten flesh or whatever, you know, this is why it was loaded in creative mode, so I can get all this stuff for killing them. I just put regular armor, regular swords, regular bows and arrows, no enchantments on them. But yeah, this is a reasonably new room. It was mainly built to house the mob farming thing. Put this in because I could. And if we come out here, we have my makeshift stable for my horse. Or horses. Hi. Hi guys, how you doing? Oh, here's my bonus chest. This is basically where I spawned. I built my house where I spawned. And then we have my animal farm down here. What are you doing, pig? Just fucking having a laugh. Here's my chickens. I could probably put a hopper system down there so they can catch their eggs, but I didn't start doing the hopper system until my trophy city, I don't think. Yeah, because the hopper system was something I came up with in my friend's world. Hopper system was something I researched and decided to put into my friend's world, and then I added it to my own world in the trophy city one. Here's my farm area. I originally did have the redstone farm thing. This was where I actually tried it the first time, and I didn't like. I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted it to, so I didn't actually perfect it until my trophy city world, or not really perfect it, but I didn't actually get it to work properly the way I wanted it to work until my trophy city world. So this used to be all enclosed, but then I decided to unenclose it. What are you doing? I don't think he knows. But yeah, so I have a ton of food in this chest, ton of everything. And then kind of looks like that because it's right next to the wall. I have my little pool. This took a while for me to make. And then this leads over this way, which goes down into where my mine is. Whee! And there's one, this is where I originally started mining, and then I decided to go all the way down to bedrock. So you can see that I've spent a lot of time mining in this area. We keep going, run into little areas like, well, this is interesting. Huh. Why am I seeing torches here? Huh. I don't know. Maybe I dug down to get out of that room? I don't know. Keep going. Has some more flowing lava. Then we get to this area where we have more long hallways. So I'll spend a lot of time mining in this world. Certainly, probably 100 hours. I wouldn't be surprised if I've spent 50 hours in this world. And you may be wondering, like, what's the point of starting new worlds if you've already spent, 50 hours in this world or 50 hours in Trophy City? Why bother starting a new world when, well, because you want the terrain generation to be a little different. You want, if you want to, try to create a world where you're close to a village. Like Trophy City is disappointing because I haven't found a village, and I've been half tempted to just load it up in creative mode and go searching for a village by being able to fly. But then it wouldn't be Trophy City anymore because I wouldn't be able to do trophies in it. So I just deal with the fact that I don't have, as far as I know, I don't have a village in that world. And it kind of irritates me that Minecraft does that, where it's not like it's a small world either. It's a large world, so it's the biggest world the game supports in this version, and it still doesn't have a village anywhere. If it does have a village, I haven't found it yet. So at the moment, I think it just doesn't have it. But yeah, it's pretty much it for this world. There's not much else to show you. I've got, a whole bunch of sugarcane over there. I don't really branch out very much from where, I kind of stay near the spawn. There's an Enderman. Let's piss him off. Wait, no. Is that a horse? It is a horse. I'm an idiot. Hi, horsey. He's like, you thought I was an Enderman. How rude. Excuse me. I've ventured in far away from here in this world because I've went off to get lily pads. I've went off to get tons of stuff. I think there's a village around here somewhere. Might be that away. Let's go to the next world. On to the next one. Alright. So Melzieville 3.0, which again most of these worlds have at some point been loaded in creative mode. Melzieville 3.0 was the first world that I worked on my redstone farming system, automatic farming system. There's my doogie. How's it going? Hey, no, you're not my doogie. You don't have the red around you. You're just a dog that managed to make his way in here. I don't have any bones for you. Well, let me go see if I can find some. Here's my storage room. See, I like this way of labeling the chests, but it takes a lot of work to make all, like this one's. Oh, yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to really put a diamond on there, because diamonds are precious. Here's my enchanting room. This is what I was looking for. I wanted to go tame this dog. There we go. Another one has joined the pack. See, I got two more out here. And then out here is my nether portal. A weird little... Don't really... Oh, I know what this is. This is to kind of cover part of my steps, I think. Yep. Then we go this way. Here is my automatic farm room. So it's it works by 3 glowstone lights there, 3 glowstone lights there, all connected by redstone. And when I'm ready to mine this, which is close, we'll come back and I'll show how it looks when it's used. I've shown it in the other world. Built a bed out here for when I was building a lot of this stuff. I wanted to be able to like sleep tonight or sleep through the night and not have to deal with mobs. Have another doggy over here. Watch out, it's a lava pit. Here's my chicken area. And then in here is my animal farm. I got all my sheep, my pigs, my cows. And if we go this way, I'll head into my mine. And again, this is where I do all my my strip mining. I do it in, I cut a line down, I go down to lava, and I come back, and then I go 2 blocks over, cut down another line until I hit lava, 2 blocks over, cut down another line. Because the 2 blocks over thing is, as long as you're leaving only a 1x2 block of, or 1x2 blocks. I wonder why I stopped here. It's not the edge of the world. It's still mine. But if you run into any diamond, then you're bound to see it on one of the sides. If you don't, if there's no diamond, then, well, it just stays as cobblestone. Like, some people will leave just like a 1x1 block line here, like they would remove this, just leave these. But I think that's just not efficient. And then I think I've done another one down there, some more down here, and eventually you run into lava. Lava is kind of everywhere at that level. And I think at some point I grew tired of that area where I was constantly hitting lava. And so I just dug down this way. So yeah, I spent a lot of time in Minecraft because it takes a lot of time for you to dig out this stuff. Especially if you don't play, like, I'd say the longest I've played in one sitting is probably 4 hours. 4 or 5 hours. I don't think I've played any longer than that. Here's my minecart system. I don't have a cart on me. But this is my original, I think this is my original mine. Because I built this minecart system, again, I think to get possibly to get the trophy, or just because I wanted to build a minecart system. But yeah. Kind of surprised I don't have a minecart. Do I have one in my... Nope. I was thinking if I had one in my inventory. It's like, how am I expected to use this? And it goes that way. So, yeah. It's gotten dark, so I'm bound to run into mobs. So I should be prepared. I see you, creeper. I'm not gonna go that way because I don't want to run into you. There's another creeper. And there's been a few creeper holes in this area, as indicated by the gigantic hole I just walked by. And there's a creeper. Alright, I don't feel like dealing with you. So I'm just going to come back this way. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you. Well, let's show you one more thing here. I got my netherwort farm here. Not really, really use netherwort, but I like the look of it. I see you, creeper. Alright, so it's still not completely grown, but good enough. So you just flip the switch, and you wait for it all to pop out. And you collect the gubbins. Now you kind of have to collect the gubbins because there's no way for like you to use like a hopper system because everything has to be on dirt. You probably could make it to where like water comes out of the ceiling when you flip the switch, and the water will make it flow into a specific direction where it will then fall into the hopper, but it's just a lot of work. I don't really feel like doing that much work. No potatoes. Weird. Wonder why I'm not growing potatoes. Maybe that's something to do eventually. Hopefully that creeper went away. I see a zombo, but I'll just ignore the zombo. And we'll come into my storage area. Now this was one of the first ideas I got when I started this world, was to have this storage area. Kind of have a similar one in a world that I have with my friends. It's not as big. That's what she said. I don't have these mountain of furnaces. And as you can see, there's more chests than there really are of items that you need to put in the chests. But I have room for expansion. And I got my enchanted pickaxes. I like this one. Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. It's for when I want to get diamond. Which I've got a decent amount of. Not as much as I have in my trophy city, but a decent amount. Then that's it. This goes into my... There's another way to get into my mine, which I think if I go down this way, I probably will run into where my mine cart, my mine shaft starts. Or my mine shaft, my mine cart shaft starts. This is bedrock level. I think a little bit above, like right here, maybe. Somewhere near here is, well, this is, okay, here's bedrock level. I've got more stuff, more harvesting stuff. Let's not bother that spider. I thought my entrance to my mine cart track was here. I guess not. We'll just keep going back up. Nope. I said we'll keep going back up. Thank you. I just wanted to turn around and look at stuff as we were going back up. Hopefully we don't magically run into a mob who's just waiting for us to come up. Yeah, that's what this thing is for. Just cover this area. there's my melons and pumpkins. More sugarcane, because why not? More nether wart, because why not? And that's this world. So we'll go ahead and exit. That's that world does have villages. And then next, we have... Come on, load, load, load. This one will be a quick one, because I really haven't done a whole lot in it. Built myself a house. My chests. I've been in it long enough to get diamond. Wonder why... Where's my bed? Oh, my bed's over here, I think, isn't it? Well, that's to go to my mine. So where's my bed? Do I not have a bed? Put down? Sure. Well, maybe my bed was in here, but because it's so cramped... It's like, yeah, there's my bed. But you know, I just got an idea. I'm gonna do that idea right now. Just like I did with my chests. If I just put my bed like that, and I get up, my head should have room. Neat. Well, that's pretty much it for this one. Didn't spend a whole lot of time in this world. I probably spent a couple hours, because long enough to put up the house and to dig all the way down to bedrock and find some diamond. That's about it. So you've already seen three of my worlds I've probably spent the most time in. The rest of these are gonna kind of be either creative mode worlds or worlds that I haven't really spent a whole lot of time in. That's a creative mode world, again, for making that map. A big map, we're not going to look at that. Well, let's see what's in this one. This is a creative mode world. And I've called it Canvas. Let's see what I've done. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. I see what I did. I think what I was doing is this. I got a ebook, and I wanted to try out the designs in the ebook, and this is why I called it Canvas. So this house was somebody else's design. I just built it from what was in the ebook, and I like it. I actually wouldn't mind using this design again. Makes pretty good use of space. Although it uses half blocks for the roof of each floor. But yeah, pretty neat. And the rest of this was just auto-generated by the generation of the world, because this is a stronghold, or whatever the place is called that leads you to the end. But yeah, Tico. There's the library for it. I love this because it's just so neat, you know, like the open pools of lava. Yeah, this is basically like a flat world. The only problem with flat worlds is getting resources from them. That may be something interesting to try. Is creating a flat world, but making it survival and trying to survive in the flat world. Because it's not completely, like, you could still go down a couple blocks before you hit the void, if you will, or you'll hit bedrock. So you could technically get cobblestone and all that stuff, and you could generate cobblestone with lava and water. So I mean, there are ways to make certain items, but like you would you run low on items like diamond and iron and stuff like that. Cause like look at how far down you can go. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then there's bedrock. And used to be able to break the bedrock and then you could fall through the map, but now you can't even do that. And another problem with flat worlds is that under the dirt, it's just dirt. There's no iron, there's no gold, there's no diamond. So something that would be neat is if you could have a flat world like this, but still have some of the things like diamond and gold and iron, lapis, that kind of stuff. It's just random minecart rail. Don't know why that's there. Maybe that's generated from yeah, like if you even you find villages, all kinds of animals. But see, it's still dirt. So that's interesting. But yeah, that was just a way for me to try out some designs I found in an ebook. I think the rest of these are just going to be creative worlds. There's no real reason to load that one. Just because all I did was pretty much build that full-sized map on the wall. I didn't really do anything else. And then this one was again me just testing out designs, trying to test out like redstone stuff. Like this is what I used to test out my initial design or to test out what I found on YouTube for the automatic automatic farming thing. So I use this creative mode world, and hidden behind these slabs is all of the redstone. And then I built this house. think I did this because I wanted to build a hotel. So check out my hotel. Front desk and ballroom is that way. Kitchens and administrative offices. Here's our administrative offices. Now this is all my own design. This isn't from a design from an ebook. This is all my own. So this is probably one of the few times you'll actually see me do a semi decent looking design. And here's the ballroom. People can dance and get jiggy with it. Na 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 na. I think that's a jukebox, music box. Yeah, let's check out one of these. It's a very weird song. Here's another one. Anyways, that's interesting. Here's our library. Enchanting table and all. Here's the reception desk, front desk. And over here to the right is the steps to the second floor. Another entrance to our library. Here's our janitor closet. I think that's a cauldron. Here's our kitchens. We just have a bunch of chests and some furnaces. And then here we got the second floor, which is where the rooms are. So each room should be have their own carpeting, a bed. We have 1 and 2 bedrooms, 2-bedroom rooms. Some of them don't have beds in yet. They have a nice view of my monster tower. Again, just some interesting designs, trying out things. It's the whole point of creative mode is to use your creativity. This is my way of making an elevator. To the second floor. Interesting. Well, think that's it for this building. Built a fountain on the outside. And then here I am over here trying out some piston systems. Trying to get some redstone stuff to work the way I wanted it to. And then over this way is one of the first things I built in this was this. I wanted to build a skyscraper. And so this is it. And I probably can make this thing even bigger now because I think the world limit, or the height limit for the world has changed since I've been in this. But it basically just goes all the way up, 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 up. I was eventually gonna like build offices into this, but then I kind of got onto making my hotel, and then I haven't really come back to this since. But yeah, here's what's inside the roof. Oh. Okay. I was like, is there a way I'm gonna be able to get out of this place? And then this is the last thing I made. Again, I think I was just trying out some things. Not sure what my whole basis around the design of this building was, but I think I was maybe trying to build like a spaceship. It's kind of a weird design. Looks like it might even be partly, not completely finished. But yeah, that's for that creative world. And I think that's pretty much it. I guess I can show off my incomplete roller coaster before we end the stream. So that will be this one. I also tried making in this world not mob spawner, but a way to like get a bunch of stuff from mobs, and it didn't quite work out. But here is my roller coaster. Need to get a mine cart. Where are the mine carts at? Where you at, mine carts? There you are. Okay. around, and down and around, in and around, down and around, down and around, and then it goes right into lava. Because the lava has, it actually went further than this, but the lava has caught the wood on fire. I need to replace the wood with cobblestone so it doesn't catch on fire. But yeah, it's still a work in progress, and I'm not sure if I'll go back to it or not. But that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that jazz. Have a good night.